Norman Rockwell was born in New York City in 1894. Though urban dwellers, his family spent many summers in the country. Our heaven, he said, was the months on the farm. It had a lot to do with what I painted later on. His father often read Dickens in the evenings, and Rockwell would draw pictures of the different characters. He said, "After I got to know something about myself, I found that I didn't want to do anything else but draw." Rockwell quit high school to attend the Art Students League. There, his rigorous training as a fine artist included classes in anatomy and illustration technique. He employed models, costumes, and props. Success came early. At 17, Rockwell became art director for Boys Life, the Boy Scouts of America journal. Publishers hired him for books and magazines. For ambitious illustrators, the pinnacle of success was the cover of the Saturday Evening Post. Paintings of children caught in humorous situations earned Rockwell his first Post cover on May 20th, 1916. He was 22 years old. That same year, he married Irene O'Connor, shown here as his model. Serving stateside in the Navy during World War I, he continued to paint, sharpening his depictions of heroes and the commonplace. In the 20s, Rockwell's career took off. For American magazines and advertisers, he had no equal. The four-color press breathed new life into his mass-produced illustrations, calendars, and advertisements. In 1926, the Post ran its first four-color cover, a Rockwell painting. Rockwell's work featured themes he would return to again and again, celebrating the commonplace, change and invention, honoring the American spirit, tradition, and the past. During the Depression, the Saturday Evening Post insisted on light-hearted covers. In 1929, Norman's marriage to Irene ended. The following year, he met and married Mary Barstow, a school teacher. They had 3 sons, Peter, Thomas, and Jarvis. Happy in his personal life, Rockwell endured a professional crisis. In 1932, he traveled to Europe and experimented with modernism. Commissions for 2 stories, Tom Sawyer and a biography of Louisa May Alcott, renewed his enthusiasm for illustration. In 1939, the Rockwells moved to Arlington, Vermont, where Rockwell began to paint small-town life more consistently. But the horizon was dark. When America went to war, so did Norman Rockwell, on canvas. He depicted the home front and the misadventures of a small-town recruit. In 1943, when President Roosevelt outlined the 4 freedoms that Americans were fighting for, Rockwell found a compelling way to help the war effort. He said, "I'll express the ideas in simple everyday scenes, take them out of the noble language of the proclamation, and put them in terms everybody can understand."
First is freedom of speech and expression. Second is freedom of every person to worship God in his own way. Third is freedom from want. Fourth is freedom from fear.
The paintings ran in the Post and then toured the U.S. in the most successful war bond drive ever. When peace returned in 1945, Rockwell joined his countrymen in celebrating. America was on the move, and so was Norman Rockwell's world. A world of families and station wagons and suburban homes. In 1953, the Rockwells moved to Stockbridge, Massachusetts. Stockbridge, he said, is the best of America, the best of New England. I know everybody in Stockbridge. In 1959, Mary Rockwell died. 2 years later, at the age of 67, Rockwell married Molly Punderson, a retired teacher he'd met in a local poetry class. He was starting a new chapter in both his personal and professional life.